Oh, bird. 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 What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm here today to do another video of a collection I bought from Craigslist. It's a special super edition video. Since today is the last day of May, it is required you shoot your video outside on your back porch. Here's my lovely back porch. As you can see, it's one of the finest back porches ever to exist in the history of back porches. But anyway, here we go. In the video where I opened up my first PSA submission, you should check out that video. It's super gnarly. I'll put a link to it in the description. On the way home from getting those PSA cards I got and dropping off PSA cards I was submitting, I stopped and bought a collection. This dude hit me up from Craigslist, and this dude was super duper redneck. He talked like Dale Gribble from King of the Hill. If you don't know who Dale Gribble from King of the Hill is, go to YouTube and type that in and check him out. This guy talked exactly like him. I won't ruin the surprise for you. I will let you go see him yourself. But I'll put a picture of him up so you can at least see what he looks like, so you know what you're doing when you go to search him. But anyway, there's an airplane. I wonder if you can see the airplane. Look at the airplane. Anyway, stopped up, met up with him, and bought this collection for 150 bucks. It was well worth it. It was pretty funny. As you can see here, here's a stack of sticky notes. Almost every card, there's actually more cards than this. There was a stack about half the height of this stack. There was half a stack of those of all newer cards that I think I just put in a box somewhere. They're sitting on top of my shelf. But anyway, almost every card had a sticky note on it. As you can see, lots of 250s. Here's some $5. Some more 250s. There were some $10 ones in here. But hundreds of sticky notes. Here's a $8 one. Eight. There was a Grody Machamp card. I think it was Grody. There was a Machamp card in here for $20, you know, the first edition one that everyone and their brother has. But, where was I at? Yeah, the guy said that there was all his buddies' cards, and his buddies said to take them and sell them, and him and his buddy would split what they had. So, this dude knew nothing about Pokemon cards. He actually separately sold a Shining Tyranitar. He was like, yeah, I sold some card. It was a real good one. It was called Tyranitar or something. I was like, you mean Tyranitar? He was like, yeah, that sounds right. So he showed me the eBay thing, and he sold a Shining Tyranitar for really cheap. Unfortunately, he sold that, and it wasn't in here. But anyway, yeah, so that's the story. But anyway, this dude said him and his buddies sat down one night, drank a case of beer, and put sticky notes on all these cards. And I told him when I was buying them, I said, dude, you know, unfortunately to tell you, none of these cards are worth what you're putting the sticky notes on them for. He was like, oh, yeah, I know, we were just doing this or whatever, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so that was the story. Drinking beer, putting sticky notes on cards, sounds like a good redneck night, right? This card here, probably one of the better cards from the buy, was priced super wrong. He had a $2, $2.50 sticky note on this one, so they were just sticking notes on cards they thought looked good, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how their plans or their theory was or what, but they were sitting around drinking. Yeah, and sticking sticky notes on cards. I saved these just to show you these. I'm glad I can finally get all these sticky notes off my dresser. But last day of May, outside video. I think this is my first outside video I've ever done. No, I did one on the cinder block pile back there. See the cinder block pile? It was a cool video. I'll put the link to that one in the description too. There's my truck. Green van for sale. Lex the van guy selling his van. If everyone wants his van, let me know. He will sell it to you. Sure that wouldn't work out good for shipping. And anyway, I'm gonna breeze through these commons and uncommons. Actually, I think that's a rare. This was the one from that book because it does not have a rarity symbol. But anyway, that's normally a rare. There's nothing extremely great here. That's a rare, worth setting that aside. I guess I'll set the rares aside. I'm not really into Japanese cards, but there was quite a few of them, so whatever. Here's some non-Jap. God, this gnarly mosquito just bit me. This thing was huge. Hitmonlee, another Hitmonlee, Kabutops, Aerodactyl, Heracross. Here's rares. There's a rare. That's a rare. I've always wished this was a holographic card. There's a first edition. I'll set that aside. There's a rare first edition. I'm gonna set the rares and first editions aside, as you can tell. These are all 3 Hypnos, 3's Company, 3rd time's a charm. This mosquito keeps landing on my arm. Maybe this was a bad idea. First editions. God, this mosquito sucks. I'm about to freaking murder it and sue it. Chaos Gym. Bert's inside freaking out. So as you can see, these cards are whatever. Sticky notes are about to blow all over the place. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Venomoths. So many moths. I wish it was moths out here instead of mosquitoes. That's a cool card. Cutting the grass. I need to cut my grass. I don't know if you can tell, but my grass is kind of tall. Dark Vileplume. Crocodile. First edition Cyndaquil. Snorlax. There's the promo Mewtwo. Bulbasaur. Nidoqueen. Dark Machamp. Here comes Team Rocket. Brock's Doug Trio. Popping up in the mountains. He's just in the mountainside doing some Grand Canyon stuff, I guess. I did not remember there being this many rares in first editions. This is actually kind of a cool surprise. Lieutenant Surge's Pikachu looking real determined to get his evening run in there. The sun's setting and he's like, man, I'm getting my run done. Sneasel, yeah, with a glowing orb at the end of his claws. I remember pulling this Magnemite as a kid. I thought it was the coolest thing. It was the first, when Steel Pokemon came out, this was the first Steel Pokemon card I got. And I just thought it was super duper gnarly and I loved this card. It's awesome. It's cool to see this card again. Gengar, Dragonite, Quilava, Dark Dragonite. I was hoping maybe one of these would be the error, where it's I think it's 9 out of 82. It's supposed to be holographic, but it's not. Slowbro. U, maybe? I'm gonna guess that one's U. Unknown Eye, Dark Jolteon, N for need to cut my grass, and Nancy. If anyone named Nancy out there watch this video, send me a message. I'll send you a cool gift. Dark Machamp, Sudowoodo, Articuno, Muck, Eevee. That's a cool looking Eevee. And Primate. So there's that stack. There was actually what I would consider to be a decent amount of decent cards in that stack. I'm actually kind of tickled with that. From what I remember, this was a stack of mostly Japanese and commons and uncommons, but I was very wrong. Apparently, I just separated the holos from non-holos. So that's kind of cool. I'll put these over here and rest them in the sticky note stack. I need to get a sleeve ready for a couple of these. So a couple of these cards I did not have yet, which is really awesome because I can put them into my collection of completing the Neo sets. Between yesterday and today, I've actually bought quite a few cards. I completed Neo Revelation today, actually, from buying cards, and yeah, it was super cool. I was glad I was able to buy a bunch of cards here lately. But here is one of the good cards that came from it. It's in pretty darn good shape. There's the back of that one. They're not going to all be this in depth, but this was just one of the prime examples of the of some of the cards I got from this collection. So that one's going right into a sleeve, and we'll go into the binder collection. This Kabutops from Neo Discovery, also in very good shape. As you can see, the back is really good too, so it's good to get a few really good cards out of here. When the guy pulled up, he had a binder, and the binder was, you know, just had the sleeves in it. I guess he said at some point he hit his brakes and the binder fell on the floor, and a bunch of the cards fell on the ground. And I was like, dang. Because when he pulled up, he had all these cards and random tins just loose. And I was like, daggone it, there's all these loose cards in these tins. They're going to suck. But turns out to be some of them are quite nice. Ancient Mew. Got a couple of these now. This is not the error one where it says Nintendo. But that's whatever. And I'm going to be sleeving these holographics after this video. But I always sleeve holographics no matter what they are. But let me get these in my hand so I can go through them. Blaine's Moltres here. Alright shape. Kingdra. Alright shape too. This circle here is really catching my attention. I don't know if you can see it. It like really stands out. The other Kingdra, a Jumpluff. Heracross battling a Pinsir. Another one. I really wish this card would have been in English because I need this card. But unfortunately it's not, so that sucks. This mosquito is landing on my arm again. Electabuzz from, I don't know what gym one this is from. The symbol's different in Japanese, but that's Surge's. Meganium. Reverse holographic Chikorita from Expedition base set. A Hypno from Fossil. Nidoking. Venomoth. Another Venomoth. A Lapras. Poliwrath from base set 2. Dark Blastoise here, coming in with the Super Sparkle. Slowking. Man, there's a wicked spider down here. Let me show you the spider real quick. Can you see him crawling? If this dude bites me, I'm gonna be freaking pissed. But he's pretty gnarly. I like spiders. They're pretty cool. They just do their thing. Slowking, Dark Gyarados, a Koga. That's a non-holo. I don't know why that's not in the other stack. First edition Dark Arbok. Dark Dug Trio. This has always been one of my favorite cards because he's just like busting up into someone's bedroom. He like knocked a lamp over. See this lamp he knocked over, and like there's just like a jar in the window. I've always thought that was a cool card. Oh, I need to get my jar of mud. I'll get that towards the end. Reverse holographic Voltorb from Aquapolis. Feraligatr from Neo Destiny. Scyther, that's Rocket Scyther. Typhlosion. Base set 2, Mewtwo. This Entei promo, which I seem to get in every collection I buy. Lieutenant Surge's Magneton. Kangaskhan. Ho-Oh, which I really wish this wasn't Japanese because I needed this card too. I actually just recently bought this card. I wanted it at auction for 17 bucks, but with 11 freaking dollars shipping, so it came out to be about 28 bucks I paid for the card, which is a really good deal for this card in English. It's the one I bought's in really good shape, but it sucks I had to buy it, and it sucks that this one didn't end up being English. Dark Charizard. Misty's Gyarados, Pidgeot. I still don't, I can't remember if it's Pidgeot or Pidgeot. I really freaking suck. Celebi, Magneton base set 2, Lugia, Neo Genesis. This card I also wish would have been in English because I have this card, but it's in rough shape, so I need to buy a new one. But yeah, it sucks. Raichu from base set, Blaine's. There's like, God, there's so many bugs landing on me. This is stupid. I shouldn't have done this. Blaine's Charizard, Lieutenant Surge's Raichu, Ditto. I've always liked this card because of the background. Hypno, Pichu. This card looks rough. Look at all this scourge on it. It has like Narhesh Pizza Doom all over it. I don't know what the heck's going on with this card. Ampharos. 2 of them, actually. 3 of them. One is in Japanese. I love this card. I think this is such a cool looking card. Just look at this trio sparkling all together. Misty's Golduck. This card I was really happy to get. I didn't have this yet, and I've always liked this art, so I was really happy to get this one. Here's the Machamp that was in that $20 hard case sleeve. Base set Zapdos. Blaine's Arcanine. Haunter, holographic. Jolteon, Articuno. Venusaur base set 2. Alakazam base set 2 with a swirl between the legs. Eric's Clefable. Ninetales has the number there, not the error one. Scizor from Neo Discovery. This is a really cool card. I've always liked this one a lot. As a kid, this was one of the first holographic steel types I got, so I've always got a emotional connection to that card. Magneton, base set 2 Clefairy, base set 2 Chansey, Hitmonchan, Bellossom, Houndoom barking at the moon, just like the song by Ozzy. It might be Black Sabbath. Bark at the moon, yeah. This is my favorite dark type Pokemon. It's kind of cool how this holographic thing up here has a slit in it. I don't know if I've ever really seen one with a slit in it like that. It looks like burger buns. Go for a cheeseburger. Here's the Japanese version of the card that was on top. The nicest card, the card I needed. There's a Muck. There's an Electrode. There is a Rainbow Energy. And we finish off with a Blastoise. Unfortunately, this one is not a error card either. So, there you have it. That's that. There you go. Those are all the cards I got. I would say well worth it for 150 bucks. Easily. If I were to sell these, double my money. Probably more than double, but $150 purchase. There's that. There's the latest Pokemon card collection I bought. Unfortunately, my Craigslist ad has not been yielding me many responses, and this is the last collection I have right now, sadly, but that's that. So, hope you like seeing all these cards. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if there is anything you would like to see me take on the roof back there and sit on the lawnmower with. I would love to get other people's input and sit up on there with creative ideas that you people suggest. So, that's it. Rock on. Peace out. Pantera freaking rules. Later.